Let's prep my hair for a trim check. Good morning. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how to style into now natural hair care and hair care topics. If you are into any of those things, please consider subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. So let me get my phone because I'm a little late with the trim check. It's a lot going on. So it is 8:20. It is October 9th, so it is Wednesday. So it has now been 2 weeks and 2 days. You guys know that I wash my hair every 2 weeks. So initially, you guys know that on this side, I did braids, and on this side, I did twists. Unfortunately, I kind of already knew, but it was wishful thinking, hopeful thinking. The braids kept the most or retained the most moisture. So now that the experiment is over, I was hoping that the twist would retain the same amount of moisture so I could return back to twist. But after I get my hair trimmed or a trim check, I'm going to return back to braids. So I am getting ready for this video. I will go ahead and prep my hair. And the reason why I say I prepped my hair is because you guys know that I did a modified application because I thought that it was just going to be 1 week in between the time of me getting my hair trimmed. A lot's going on. We've had storms come through. My stylist had to leave the country. So it's actually been 2 weeks. So for this video, I'm going to take my hair out washed and take all of the Chebe out. I'm also going to use my Rev-air to stretch my hair. And then the follow-up video will be the entire trim check process, okay? So today I'm going to wash my hair to get all of the Chebe out, and then I'm going to stretch my hair. I'm thinking what I'm going to do, because I'm actually going to go get my trim check tomorrow. She is a very busy stylist. She is well loved here in the Charlotte area, and I just don't want to deal with other people being uncomfortable on the camera. So I'm going to go to her very early on in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to take my hair down. You guys know that I shampoo my scalp outside of the shower, then I hop in the shower and do the rest of my hair. I will hop out, do deep conditioner, do all of that, and then I will stretch my hair. So I'm thinking so here's my thought process, or here's what I'm thinking since I'm going to be doing my trim check tomorrow. I am going to stretch my hair today with the Rev-air on the cool setting.
Okay, so first I'm going to take out the braided side, and as you guys heard me say earlier in this video, unfortunately it was the braids that did retain the most moisture. Wishful thinking, right? I was hoping that I'd be able to return back to twist, but I am going to soldier this out. I told y'all I was going to do this Chebe journey for a year. One thing I will say that I did notice when it comes to the braids versus the twist, when I am taking my hair out, I find that with braids, my hair is not as tangled. Let me know in the comments if this is true for anybody else. But this is my hair when I take it out. I absolutely love the definition, the moisture, and the shine. Now I'm going to take out the twisted side, and of course that's going to take less time. It's still moisturized, just not as moisturized as the braided side.
Okay, so I am done. I have taken out the braids on this side and the twist on this side. You guys know that I wash my hair in sections, so now I am going to cleanse my scalp with this tea tree shampoo, and then I will hop in the shower and cleanse the rest of my hair.
Okay, so now I'm going to go in section by section. There are 2 sections in the front and 5 sections in the back. And I'm just going to unravel each section. I'm going to wet my scalp or wet my roots. That is the focus. You will see that I do not wet the entire strand or entire section of hair. I saturate it, and then I take my bottle and I just apply the tea tree shampoo directly to the scalp. And I take the balls of my fingers, and I do also use my nails, but I've been doing it for a long enough time to know how much pressure I can apply with my nails. But typically when you are cleansing your scalp, start with the balls of your finger, because what you don't want to happen is you don't want little tears to appear on your scalp if you do have nails. Be very gentle, or you can actually use one of those cleansing massagers. I use the one from Vanity Planet, and I will link that down below.
All right, so I am out of the shower really quickly because now, since I'm going to be using the Rev-air and I'm going to be using heat, I'd want to make sure that I fortify my strands. You guys know that I always deep condition, but I want to make sure that I do this time. So I'm going to be using, like I said, the Shea Moisture Bond Repair Mask. So I'm going to apply this. I'll hop in the shower, rinse it out, and then we are going to Rev-air. All right, I am out of the shower. This is what my hair looks like. So now I am going to Rev-air. Remember, I am going to do it on the cool setting, and then tomorrow morning I will just go through it with a little bit of low heat, because the chance of Miss Chandra actually going through it with heat just to get it as straight as possible and just to make sure that there are no tangles is highly likely. So you guys know how I feel about heat. So I want to keep it as I want to keep my hair as protected and as low heat as possible. Enough heat to get the job done.
Okay, so I have already done my nape area. Let's move on to the middle section. So I'm going to go ahead and take this section out and break it into 2 sections. You guys know that for 2024, I am doing permanent parts. Just making sure to get some of the tangles out. And now I am actually going to take a t-shirt and I am going to go down the shaft of my hair. When you are using the Rev-air, your hair is not supposed to be saturated with water. It is not supposed to be soaking wet. I do not use a regular towel because that can be very abrasive on your hair. If you want to towel dry your hair, I suggest a microfiber towel, or you can just use an old t-shirt. I find for myself, I really like old t-shirts. Also, with the Rev-air, you are really not supposed to be using a lot of product. It can make your hair dry and stiff. I found this out the very first time that I used the Rev-air. So again, I'm using it on the cool setting, and then when Miss Chandra goes through with a conventional dryer, she will use heat and heat protectant. So you just saw my thick and curly tangle teaser. If you have been a part of this community since April, then you would know that I have stopped using detangling tools. I have absolutely loved it, but for the purpose or for what we are doing right now, I am going to be using the tangle teaser just to make sure I get all of the tangles and just to make sure that I'm able to get a precise trim as possible. Okay, now I am going to apply just a little bit so that my hair does not dry out. I'm going to apply my Amla Bond Repair Oil, and then I'm going to twist. So at my ends, I'm detangling the entire section. I will then break off this section into 2 and detangle. This section of hair is too big to detangle all at once. When you are using detangling tools, make sure that you are being gentle, but also make sure you are using the right amount of hair. So with this section, I actually ended up breaking it up into 2 individual twists. It was just too big and too fluffy, and it would not stay together.
Okay, so the back is done. I'm going to quickly turn around and then I will move to the front. Okay, so my hair is done. Let me know if you guys have ever had a struggle wash day. My hair looks beautiful, but the camera died. I kept getting things in my eye. I kept stabbing myself. I kept dropping things. Y'all know I love my wash days and I find doing my hair very therapeutic, but this was my first struggle wash day. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had one. So this is my hair stretched on the Rev-air on the cool setting. You guys, I know I'm getting ready to put on my signature head wrap or headband. I'm gonna go downstairs and edit and do some work and answer some emails. So this is the video before the actual trim. And as you guys saw me put some of the bonding oil on here, it wasn't a lot because I know Miss Chandra is going to go back on the low setting for heat to get my hair stretched even more. It's just that I wanted it to be stretched on the cool setting with, I guess you could say, the most time. That way when she's going through the section with the low heat, it's just a couple of pass-throughs and then she can cut, okay? So let me know if y'all have any questions, but this is my hair. I just want to remind you here on YouTube, I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And of course, right here or right here, I'll put my Instagram handle. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Bye.
We always have it coming.